Hello my YouTube friends and welcome to today's sewing tutorial. My name is Q and this is Q's Beyond Fashion. In today's video we're going to be making palazzo pants. Before we continue, I just want to take this moment and say thank you so much to all our subscribers. Thank you so much guys for supporting the channel. Now let's continue with our video. To make the palazzo pants, we're going to make use of our basic pants pattern. Get your own basic pants pattern by following the link in the description box, or you can visit qsbeyondfashion.com. We are going to start by working on the front of our pattern. Start by drafting your front pants pattern onto a fresh piece of pattern paper like below. Next we come to the top of our pattern. This is the hip line as you can see, and this is the crotch line. So we are going to extend the crotch line like so. Next, from this point we are going to measure 0.75 inches, make a mark, and then again from this point we are going to measure down 0.5 of an inch, make another mark. We are then going to redraw the crotch curve and make sure that it joins this new point here. This will be our new crotch curve. Next we are going to come to the bottom of our pants. So this is the ankle line right here. We are going to extend it to the sideways like so. Next, this is when we are going to decide how wide we want our palazzo pants to be. In my case, I just want them to be slightly wide, so I'm going to make them 2.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 2.5 inches from this point pattern. So I mark 2.5 like so, and then go to the other side and do the same, and then make a point. Next we are going to get a long ruler and we are going to join this new point to our crotch line like so. That is going to be our new line for our palazzo pants, and we do the same on this side. That is how our front palazzo pants is going to be. Now if you want your palazzo pants to be too wide, you can measure from this point. You can measure up to 5 inches or even 6 inches. That really depends on how wide you want your palazzo pants to be. So if you measure 6 inches this side, then on this other side we are also going to measure the same, which will be 6 inches. We are going to add a 0.5 sewing allowance around the rest of the pattern. At the bottom we are going to add 1.5 inches sewing allowance. Next we're going to come to the bottom of our pants. We are going to fold them along the ankle line, and then from this point we are going to measure up 1.5 inches. We do the same thing. Please note that this will work better if you have a white pattern paper or a semi-transparent pattern paper. Next we join the points. We redraw on the correct side. We are done with the front pattern and we are going to cut it out. So this is our front pattern. Next we put it aside. So we have already traced the back pants pattern onto a fresh piece of pattern paper and we transferred all the necessary lines. Again at the back we are going to start by altering the crotch curve. We are going to extend a line from this point, and then from there we are going to do the same as we did on the front. We are going to measure 0.75 inch. Then we are going to measure 0.5 inch going down, and then we are going to redraw the crotch curve. So this is our new crotch curve. Next we are going to extend the ankle line on either side. Again, we are going to measure 2.5 inches from this point. We do the same on this other side. Next, we join the crotch curve to this new point. And then we do the same this side. Next, we're going to add a sewing allowance of 0.5 of an inch around and then 1.5 along the ankle line. So this is our back pattern. Next, we cut it out. This is our back palazzo pants pattern. Next, we are going to draft the waistband on a fresh piece of pattern paper. Start by rolling out a line. We are going to start by drafting our front waistband. My waist circumference is 36 inches. So we are going to divide the 36 inches by 4 and the answer will be 9 inches. Now because we are going to insert the zipper at the back, so at the front we want our waistband to be continuous. So I'm going to fold the paper into 2 and then I'm going to measure the 9 inches. Now the width of my waistband, I want it to be 1.5 inches. So I'm going to measure 1.5 inch like so. Next, I join the 2 points. Measure the 9 inches this side as well. Next, we are going to add a seam allowance of 0.5 around. Along the side, I will make the seam allowance to be 0.75. Next, we cut out the pattern. So we are going to label it. It is the front. We are going to cut 2, and this will be the direction of our grain line. We are going to open it like that and then cut 2 pieces. Now I want us to shape the side here. We are going to slant this top part by 0.5 of an inch and then we join this point to this point and then we cut this off. Now that is because as we are going up with our stomach, it becomes smaller and smaller, so I want our waistband to sit and be snug. Next, we are drafting our back waistband. Again, we are going to start by rolling out a line. Then we're going to measure the width of our waistband, which is 1.5 inch. Next, we divide the waist by 4, which is 36 divided by 4, and the answer is 9 inch. Join the points. And then we're going to add a seam allowance, 0.5. We are also going to add a seam allowance along this line because this is going to be the center back. And remember, we said we are inserting a zipper on the center back. Cut out the pattern. And then again, along the side, we are going to reduce by 0.5 at the top. And then this is the back. We are going to cut 4. This is the direction of the grain line. These are the 2 waistbands. So these are our pattern pieces. Next, we are going to cut on the fabric. We have now cut the back of our pattern. Next, we are going to transfer the dart. We'll make a small cut at the top. Next, we poke the head of the dart like that. We mark where the pin is. Do the same on the other side. Next, we draw the darts. Next, we put this aside. We have now cut out the front, transferred the dots, and we have also cut out the waistbands. This is the front waistband. We have 2. The back waistbands, we have got 4 pieces. We are going to start by working on the waistbands. This is the front waistbands and these are the 2 back waistbands. We have also cut an interfacing. We are going to put it in one of the bands like that. Also on these ones, make sure the cloth side is facing the fabric. The interfacing is just to stabilize the waistband. And then we are going to press this with a steaming iron. We have pressed the interfacing. Next, we are going to sew together the waistbands. We are going to sew together the waistband at the top like that. And also this one up here and this other one right there. So we have sewn together our waistbands, as you can see. Next, we are going to open it up like so, and we're going to fold it over to the correct side, and we're going to press it using a steaming iron like that. We're going to do it to all the pieces. We have flipped them over to the correct side and we have pressed them, as you can see. Next, we're going to work on the front of our pattern. We are going to start by pinning the dots. These are the dots. We have pinned them, as you can see. Next, we are going to pin the crotch curve. We are going to sew the dots and we are also going to sew the crotch curve. We have sewn the dots on the front. We have also sewn the crotch curve and we have overlocked it. Next, we are going to attach the waistband. So we are going to pin it one side of it like so. So we have pinned the waistband. We have sewn the waistband, as you can see. We have also pressed the seam so that it faces up like that. This is the correct side. And then we are going to fold this side like so. And then we are going to cover the seam like that. This is how it looks after pinning. Next, we are going to sew a seam right here. We have finished installing the waistband. This is the correct side. Next, we are going to start working on the back. These are the back pieces. We have already pinned the dots, as you can see. Next, we're also going to pin the crotch curve. Then start pinning from this end. Remember, we are going to insert the zipper at the back, so we are going to leave a space for the zipper. We want our zipper to be 8 inches long. Because we also have a seam allowance here of 0.5 of an inch, it means it will be 8.5 inches. So we are going to leave the 8.5 inch zip allowance. And at the top, remember, we have a waistband which is 1.5 inch in length. So we are going to mark where the 8.5 inch ends. So now we are going to sew the dots and we're also going to sew the crotch curves. We have sewn the dots at the back and we have also sewn the crotch curve, and we have also pressed the seam open. Next, we are going to attach the waistband. This is our back. We have attached the waistband, as you can see. Make sure the center of the waistband is along the crotch curve. The side, you will recognize it by the curve right here. We have also pressed the seam to face upwards. Next, we are just going to finish off the waistband by folding it here, and then we are going to close. This is the back. We have finished installing the waistband. As you can see, this is the correct side. We have also pressed the waistband in preparations for the zipper installation. Next, we are going to pin the zipper in place. We have installed the zipper, as you can see. Trim off any excess. Next, we are going to attach the front and the back together. Make sure the right sides are facing each other. Trim off any excess on the waistband. Next, we are going to pin the sides of the pants. We are also going to pin around the inner leg. We'll start along the crotch curve. Make sure we match the seams together like so. Next, we are going to sew all around. These are the pants after sewing them together on the sides and also around the inseam. We have also overlocked everything. Next, now we are going to hem the bottom. We are going to fold it over like so. We are hemming the 1.5 inch. Our hemming allowance is the 1.5 inch, if you remember. So we are just going to press them using a steaming iron, and then we'll do the same on this other side. Make sure that the hem is 1.5 inch like so, and then we're going to press and then hem the bottom. Palazzo pants are complete. As you can see, we have hemmed the bottom and we have also pressed it. We have also pressed the entire pants. This is the front and this is the back. Next, we're going to try them on.